finish up with some NBA talk. How are you feeling about the opening game, Rockets versus Thunder?
First and foremost, I'm so glad that the NBA is back. I love the NBA more than anything in the world, so I'm just want to
Locked in.
get that out the way first, man. I'm super locked in. I'll be watching every single game. Won't be missing one all season. Not going to the first game. I think Houston had this one in the bag, man, and I think that they kind of choked it away at the end.
That fucking
Just some
foul, bro.
boneheaded, yeah, I mean, fouling, boneheaded plays. Sangoon, he played the game of his life. He had a career high from three, and they still lost. They had SGA on the ropes. He wasn't scoring a lot of points in the beginning.
No.
Then he just became SGA in double overtime. So overall, it was a great experience, especially seeing it on NBC. Just seeing like guys like
Michael
Tracy
Jordan,
McGrady,
yeah.
Vince Carter, Michael Jordan, Carmelo. Like it was great vibes, man. Just being able to listen to like Hall of Famers like talk basketball on a different network on a different stage. But man, I'm super excited for the season. Yeah, they look good. Everybody looked good yesterday.
And it's nice that the NBA is pivoting and doing this because I feel like the coverage for NBA has kind of been down. You
Yes,
you need the right people in there. I mean, I saw Kendrick Perkins on fucking ESPN saying, "Hey, you don't need an ibuprofen, you just need a perk."
you know, Perk.
The coverage
Dude
has
is
been
crazy.
bad. So
He
get
is crazy.
get rid of motherfuckers like Kim, get Vince Carter, Carmelo, get the guys that you got out there. And I even like numbers on the board. They're now working with NBC now too, so shout out to them. Moving up, Kenny Beecham, Pierre, all them, moving up with that. So I think NBC is going to take care of the NBA. Coverage is going to be at an all-time high. Um, this Rockets game, Thunder game was really good. I really like what the Rockets did. The size, the length. Uh, I won't have another adjective up there, but these dudes are tall.
Pause.
Kevin Durant at shooting guard was kind of questionable at first, but I mean this lineup is a tough matchup for a lot of teams, but they just need a point guard.
Yeah, I honestly, I'm one of the few people that disagree with saying that they need a point guard. I think Amen Thompson can be that point guard. I think
Mhm.
he is. That's his natural position. Now, what they do need is they need a point guard off of the bench. That's what they need, a point guard
Yeah,
off the bench. But I guess that's what you said they need a point guard. But I don't think they need a starting one. I think bringing in an additional point guard will stunt the growth of an Amen Thompson. It will stunt the growth of a Jabari Smith, who will be a most improved candidate. Both of them will be. But if they could get somebody off the bench that can guard a little bit and get KD involved, those young guys, they're looking KD off a lot. I don't
yeah,
think maybe they forgot who that is. That's KD. But yeah, I agree with you. They just need one off the bench.
yeah. And
Tyus
then
Jones type of guy.
I was just gonna say Tyus Jones would be perfect, but he's on the Magic. So yeah, this Rockets team they showed some good promise. I think this is a tough team for the Thunder that's going to challenge them. Um, you think the Thunder will repeat this year?
I don't, and only there are a few reasons why. One, when you win a championship, you are now the hunted. Everybody's reshaping their rosters. They're retooling their kits to beat your team. The Rockets went out and got KD. They're starting Steven Adams at the five. They're starting Jabari Smith at the two or three because they want to match up and beat the Thunder.
Yeah,
Granted, the Thunder got the win. They didn't even have their second best player. But what I'm saying is every team in NBA went out and got free agents, drafted to beat the Thunder. That's why I don't really think they'll repeat. I think they'll go far and have a great playoff run. I'm not saying they're not going to make the playoffs or not even make it to the Western Conference Finals, but I just don't think that they'll repeat this year.
who do you think is the team that will give them the most fits? That's going to be like, is it the Rockets or is there another team that's going to challenge them the most to stop them from repeating?
Well, as a LeBron James fan, I want to say the Lakers, but I won't do that. I won't be that guy. I think Jokic, man, and the Denver Nuggets, man, out
They
west. I
look,
think they're
yeah,
gonna. They went out. They brought Bruce Brown back. They re-signed Christian Brown, who will also be a most improved candidate this year. They traded for Cam Johnson, who was a three-point threat. And on any spot on the floor, he can knock it down at a very high rate. They even got Tim Hardaway as
Jonas
well. So I
Valanciunas.
think they got Valanciunas at the five coming off the bench, and they'll run again when they play against a Houston. That's a big lineup. They'll play Valanciunas and Jokic together. When they play against OKC, they'll do the same. They'll play that big lineup. I think Denver has the best chance to match them, and then also the Clippers.
Yeah.
They went and got Brook Lopez. They got John Collins. They went and got Brad Beal. Like some of all these teams got better, but I would say those two teams would probably be the ones that could challenge them the most. for sure.
Which team are you betting on the most to come out the West then, out of those teams? If it's not the
I
Thunder.
mean, I want to say the Lakers as just a LeBron fan. I love Lakers. I love what Luca has done. I just don't think their team is constructed the right way. I think they
Yeah.
need to move off of Austin Reeves and get somebody else that can complement the team a little bit better on both sides. But I probably would say the Nuggets, unfortunately, because as a Laker fan, I hate the Nuggets. But as an analyst, it just makes the most sense. So.
I think the Nuggets got a good shot. Cam Johnson's going to go crazy for him. What are some bold predictions you have for this season?
Bold predictions. So I got a couple of them, man. And that I guess this is also like my dark horses as
Okay.
well. But I want to say look out for Portland Trailblazers. I
They're going to be
think
good
a lot of
defensively.
people, yeah, yeah. I think a lot of teams not teams. I think a lot of people sleep on the Trailblazers. I think they're a well coached team. I think they're a great team. And in the second half of the season last year, they were beating everybody. And they also got better this year. So I would say look out for the Portland Trailblazers in the West. I don't have them making the playoffs, but I have them making a play in.
Mhm.
Um, Another team I would look out for in the East is Atlanta. I think
Atlanta's
Atlanta is
going to be
going to have a
nice.
really good year.
Porzingis, if he could just
Jalen
stay healthy,
Johnson,
man.
Porzingis needs to stay healthy. Jalen Johnson, he was supposed to win Most Improved last year. He got hurt and they actually gave it to his teammate in Dyson Daniels. But I think Jalen Johnson is going to have a monster year. He'll be the second best player on that team, even
Okay.
better than Porzingis. So those are my two dark horse teams that I think will shock the league. Definitely.
My dark horse teams. Orlando Magic. Orlando
Yeah.
Magic. Yeah, they're going to have a good year this year. Tyus Jones was an underrated addition. Jace Richardson, I want to see him get some time off the bench as, like kind of a six-man kind of guy. I think
Mhm.
they improved their shooting with Desmond Bain, the one thing they needed, and that's a big three. Don't sleep on this team. They're already good defensively. They took Boston all like to every one of those games was earned in that series. So I think this Magic team has all the right pieces. They're finally hitting their groove. Paolo, if only he could just, impose his will. Like he's got the size, he's got the strength. He could be dominant, but just wanting him to take that next step. I think Franz took that next step and became better, was better in the playoffs. So the Magic, watch out for them. Spurs, Cornet and Wemby already looks pretty promising. Those two towers, that's a tough defensive team.
Dude, you want to talk about a big lineup? If they put them two dudes on the court together, that
It's
might be the
nasty.
biggest two guys to ever play basketball at the same time.
It's crazy.
Seriously, they're both that damn big.
And they're gonna be contesting shots at the rim. And De'Aaron Fox, Castle, really
Castle,
like, what's the guy's name that
Harper,
they just Harper. Really like
Harper.
Harper off the bench. He's gonna be nice as he continues to find his role. They got pieces all over this team. They could make a trade and get some more help. So I think the Spurs will make the playoffs this year and could be a team that pushes a top contending team to the brink in the series.
I don't have the Spurs making the playoffs, but I do have them also in the play-in, and I think that they're about a year out from being like a really great team, about 1 year out. They're like OKC the
Mhm.
year that LeBron got that NBA record for scoring. OKC was scoring a bunch of points. They didn't make the playoffs that year. The next year they were OKC.
Yeah, the number one seed and shit, just being the
Yeah,
youngest team to do that.
yeah.
I could see that. The Sixers. I'm a Sixers guy, bro. I love Embiid. And this, with the book that, with the interview, the article that came out about him, very sad, disappointing, but I think this is his year. Finally played the other day in the preseason game. I think this team has a lot of potential. VJ is going to be a nice addition
Edge
to this
calling.
team.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be like the next Jimmy Butler. That's somebody they've been missing, that type of player. So I think he'll fit in nice. Jared McCain is somebody that's going to be nice off the bench. Paul George, hopefully, he calms down the podcast shit and just gets back to hooping. He'll be the most important piece on that team. But I like what the Sixers have. And in a year where they need to, get some results, the East is wide open. Let's see if we could get it this year.
Yeah, the East is. I mean, the whole NBA is wide open this year, man. It's
It is.
the sport betting books will say, OKC is the favorite, but at the end of the day, man, it's wide open. Anybody can get it, especially in the East. So I agree with you there.
Some bold predictions I have for this season. I know
Let's
we
hear it.
say this every year. We, look for it every year. Not skinny Luca, skinny Zion. I think this is his year where he has a big season, looked healthy, looked like he put the gumbo down. This is his time. This is his year. I think where he has a full healthy season, obviously not 82 games, but a good enough amount of games. And I think he has a huge year this year.
I think Zion will have an okay year. I'm not going to jump on the Zion bandwagon quite yet. I think that a guy that we probably should be talking about on the Pelicans even more than Zion is a guy whose name is Trey Murphy,
He'll have a good year. Yeah.
who he averaged I think 21 points last year while Zion was out. They traded Brandon Ingram because they're like, oh, we got Trey Murphy for a little bit cheaper. So I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Trey Murphy was their go-to over Zion, to be honest with you. But hey, we'll see what happens.
I with the Pelicans, you think they're going to be ass this year? They'll be fun to watch,
Yes.
though. They'll be fun to
I
watch.
do.
Jordan Poole on the team.
So the thing about the NBA is they're not there aren't too many ass teams that I would say, okay? There's like Utah and maybe the Wizards, but even the Wizards will be a little better with Middleton and CJ McCollum over there now. Um, the Pelicans won't be ass. I won't say that they're ass, but the West is too stacked, right? So
Yeah,
they it's possible where they could be the 11th or 12th seed and be 500. But that's just how
true.
good the West is. So I think they'll be a good team. I think they'll challenge other teams, but I just don't see them making the playoffs anytime soon.
Yeah, and there's got to be one team that doesn't make it. So I think, yeah, I could see them not making it, but I wouldn't be surprised if this team, shocks some people and does something by making by making the playoffs, AC.
Right. But if they make it, Micah, who are you taking out is the question. Because if I read you my list, it's going to be hard to take one of these teams off for the Pelicans. So
All right, we could let me see. I had another bold prediction. All
let's
right.
hear it. I got one for you too.
He's been crazy in the media. He's been talking a lot, doing his podcast and stuff. Michael Porter Jr. puts on a masterclass in
Mm,
Brooklyn. He's going to be out there. He has nothing else to do but put up
yeah.
points. So I think he's going to have a good year this year, but the Brooklyn Nets will be ass.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. That's one of the teams that will be asked. Michael Porter Jr. will have a hell of a year. I think he averaged 18 next to Jokic and Jamal Murray. So
So he'll
I can't
average
see
like
why he
20,
wouldn't
23, 25.
23, 20, 23, 24 points easily. I think he'll get. But yeah, the Nets aren't doing anything this year, and I don't think they plan. I don't think the upper management thinks that they're doing anything
Yeah.
either. So
Hell nah.
I got a bold prediction for you, man. I got two MVP candidates. One of them no
Okay.
one's going to talk about, but um, I think Donovan Mitchell has a chance to win MVP this year. Um, they
Okay.
typically give the MVP award to the best player on the best team. So, of course, everybody's going to say SGA or Jokic. I think the Cavs finished number one in the East. I
Okay.
think the voters will have a little bit of voter fatigue and not want to give it back to Jokic.
Or
I
yeah,
don't think
SGA.
SGA
Yeah.
has the year that he had last year, and I don't think OKC plays as well as they did last year. So I think the Cavs get one in the East, and I think Donovan Mitchell plays well enough to win MVP this year.
I see
Him
that.
or
I can
Ant-Man.
see that. And I said I in my
Ant-Man.
notes, I got him as scoring champ this year. I think he puts up the
Okay.
most in the NBA, 30 plus this season. So I mean, you talked a little bit about, your playoff teams. What are your playoff teams? Break it down.
Yeah. I'll break it down East first. Okay. I got the Cavs at one in the East. We're gonna give the 2 seed to the Knicks,
Okay.
3 seed to Atlanta Hawks, 4 Orlando Magic, 5 Detroit. Don't forget about Detroit now.
You can't. Cade look nice.
6 Philly, 7 I got the Celtics falling to 7, but I still got them making the playoffs. And then 8 I got Milwaukee Bucks at 8.
Yeah, Milwaukee's it's gonna be a down year for them this year. That roster's cheeks. You think I mean, I think eventually this season could cause Giannis to leave, but I fuck with the list. I'd probably put Philly higher. I think I got, those
Okay.
same playoff teams. I got the Pacers and the Bulls in the play-in, but I would put Philly probably 4. I'm a spot higher. But I fuck with the
Yeah,
list.
I got him a little bit lower just because I don't see Joel playing 60, 65 games. He'll probably play maybe 50 if
If
he's
we're
lucky.
lucky,
They
yeah.
already said he's not playing any back-to-backs, so that's out the question already. And the Pacers are also a dark horse team. I don't want to count them out too much, but it's just going to be hard for them to repeat,
Mhm.
or even win a playoff series or make the playoffs without their best player.
Nemhard has to go crazy.
Him and Matherin, look out for those two guys.
What about the West?
Um, the West, I got Denver being the 1 seed this year. OKC, the 2 seed, Houston at 3, Lakers at 4, Golden State at 5, Wolves at 6, Clippers at 7, and then the Mavs at 8.
Okay, okay. Now
So I don't have your Spurs in there.
my only disagreement for this same playoff teams, just probably different order. I'll make a graphic for it. Uh I had the Clippers as the top 3 seed. I know they got a lot of
Okay.
unks on this team, but I think this is a team with Kawhi. He'll probably same thing as Embiid. Probably won't play, the back to backs and all that. But Bradley Bill will make up for the games he doesn't play. Brooke Lopez will be a great addition for Zubac to get fresh legs. I like this team. Chris Paul played 82 games last season, so I think this Clippers team finishes as a top 3 team. I watch out for them.
Clippers Clippers are arguably the best team in the West. And when I say team, I mean like names, right? They got 10 guys that they could throw out there on any night. Every team don't
Yeah,
got that where they can
yeah.
just play 10 different guys. I only got them at 7 only because with all the new additions, it does take time to mesh a little bit. So I think that they'll hit their stride in the second half of the season. I think it takes them a little bit of time to get going and get flowing to start the year off a little bit.
Hell yeah. Um, Finals prediction. Who's the 2 teams that make it to the finals?
I got the Cavs out the East this year,
Okay. Okay, Cavs.
and and my LeBron fan vote is Lakers, Cavs, Lakers, and Lakers win it all. That
That
would
would
be
be a
dope for
special
LeBron.
series. Yeah.
That's like the media option, but as a guy that actually watches basketball, studies the game, understands the game, I got Cavs, Nuggets, and I got the Nuggets beating the Cavs in the finals.
Okay. I like that prediction. I like the first one. That
Yeah,
that one would be dream scenario for
yeah,
the
that would be
NBA.
dope.
Uh, And what you call for me, I got Knicks Clippers. I think this is the year the
Okay,
Clippers get
wow.
to the finals for the first time in their franchise history. And I think the Knicks, Carl Anthony Towns, he'll definitely, get healthier. This team, Jordan Clarkson, they made some pieces. Yabo from the Sixers. I like the additions they made. And I think Mike Brown is the right coach to get them to where they need to be. And this is a wide open East, wide open NBA. I think this is a Knicks year. This is their sole opportunity because next year is going to be a gauntlet for the East. So they need to, harp on this. And Knicks, Clippers, I got Kawhi winning a championship this year. Harden, Chris Paul, those guys getting it done for the first time.
I ain't mad at you, man. They took the Nuggets to 7 last year, and they probably should have won the series.
They could have been the biggest
So
challenge for OKC too, had they.
there's no could have. They would have been because
Yeah,
OKC wouldn't have had an answer for Big Zubac.
hell no.
Zubac is a problem. He's a problem in real life. So they
He
don't.
would have told
Chet,
Chet to get
they
in the
can.
weight room.
Yeah, Chet is not the answer for Big Zoo.
Some NBA award predictions. What's your thoughts there?
Yeah, I already told you I had my MVP would be D Mitch, or
Okay,
Ant Man. Those are my 1-2 punch. I don't think D Mitch is like the best player in the NBA by any means, but I think he'll be on the best team in the East, and I think he'll average his stats would be good enough to win that award. Six man of the year. I'm going for Anthony Simons. It look it looks like that they were going to
he's
start
gonna
at
have
least
a good
start the
year.
year with bringing him off the bench. I think he'll have a great year. He's going to be second, third option on that team on any given night. So I got him, six man. Defensive player of the year. I really don't even need to say his name, but Wemby. As long
Wemby.
as he plays 60, as long as he plays 65 plus games, he's gonna win that award in his sleep without even trying. Rookie of the year, Cooper Flag. It was a toss up for me between him and VJ. I just think that Cooper Flag is going to be asked to do more than VJ is going to be asked to do.
Mm,
So I think it'll be a no brainer for him. It sounds like they're going to start him at point guard until Kyrie gets back too. So he's going to have like a lot of responsibility on that team.
that'd be nice.
Most improved player. Most improved player. I got 2, 3 guys I'm gonna name. I can't
Okay.
really pick one, but I'm gonna say all 3 of their names, and then when one of them wins the award, I'll say, hey, I chose that guy. Uh, Denny Avdia. I think he's a really good candidate to win it this year. Jabari Smith Jr. with him starting at the 2 or 3, depending on the lineup, I think he has a great chance of winning it. And then Jalen Johnson, who should have won it last year, I think he'll have a chance to win it this year on the
I like
Hawks.
the Jabbar Smith
And then
one.
we
Yeah, that's
yeah, I think Jabari has a good chance. Him or A-Man, really. But those are my 3 picks. And then scoring title, you said Ant-Man. I'm going to say it can be Ant-Man, but Giannis, man,
he's got to.
he has nobody. It's between Giannis and Luca, really.
Okay.
Between Giannis and Luca. The only thing stopping Luca is LeBron. The only thing stopping Giannis is nobody. So I'm gonna lean towards Giannis.
Who's your coach of the year?
Coach of the year. I think I think Mike Brown gets it, man. I think Mike Brown can get coach of the year with the Knicks, man. I'm a rock with you on that one, Mike Brown.
Yeah, that's the one I had. I think I have him coach of the year. And then MVP. He's got bad knees, but he'll play the maximum games needed for this award. I think Joel Embiid wins MVP. Might be a hot take. Might be a hot take.
Wow. Yeah, that's a hot take.
And I said they're
That's
going to
a
be
hot
a,
take.
a top 3 team in the NBA. I think he's coming out here with the mission. He's going to return to the NBA. And when he played, when he was healthy last season, he was on a tear before his knees teared, you know? So he was.
So that's a hot take. The only reason why I don't know if that's possible is because he can't play any back to backs. They've already medically said he's not allowed to. So you can subtract, and you have to play 65 games. There's 82 in a season. So I think they got maybe 16 games that are back to back, something like that. So he'd basically have to play every game other than
The back to backs.
the back to back. So good luck with that. But hey, we'll
I'm
see.
hopeful. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that he could go out there and do what he can. Just ball out. Joel Embiid, when he's playing to a high level, he's better than Jokic, the best big man, most talented big man when he's healthy. Jokic has just been healthier. That's my hot take. So I got him
Yeah.
winning MVP. Wemby winning Defensive Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year. I
Yeah.
got VJ. VJ winning it. I think with Cooper Flag having Anthony Davis, Kyrie Irving coming back, all the players he has on that team, I don't think he'll be asked to, put on dominant numbers. And I think VJ with, Paul George missing time, this team's definitely going to have some, injuries and stuff. He's going to have to pick up some slack every now and then. So I expect him to have a really good season. Average closer to 20. VJ. I know. And he's gonna be a
Okay.
defensive guy, a
That's
Jimmy Butler kind of
a
guy.
bold take.
Right out the gates. Sixth man of the year, I got Jared McCain. I think he's gonna be nice
Okay.
off the bench as
You
well.
like the Sixers.
I love the Sixers. That's my
Dude,
squad.
you got the Joel winning MVP, Edge Cone winning Rookie of the Year, and McCain winning Sixth Man of the Year. Them
Top
three
three
cannot
team in the
happen.
East.
You love the Sixers, man. I don't know if that can happen, but okay. I love it.
most
I love
most
the hot takes.
most improved
Most
player.
improved is who? Paul George.
Amen Thompson.
Okay, I like it.
He's gonna be the point guard, like you said. So that's what I'm rolling
Yeah,
with.
I like that take.
So that's my award predictions. We could finish this off just, talking a little bit about the Bulls. What are your just quick thoughts on them?
You know, the Bulls are a project, man. I like what Giddy brings. I like what Kobe White brings. I think this is the year that they finally move on from Boost.
They have
I
to.
think it only makes sense. He's getting a little older. You might as well get some assets for him while you can. Um, I don't see the Bulls making the playoffs. They might not. They probably won't even make the play in. If you think about it, the 9 seed will probably be like Miami, and the 10 seed might be like Pacers. I think the Pacers are a better team
Yeah,
than the Bulls as well. Let's just hope that they can go out there and just play at least winning basketball, right? Just that's
hopefully.
really what I would hope as a Bulls fan. Just winning basketball. You might not win the game, but at least like go out there, give effort, try your best, Buzella's year. It's
Yeah.
Buzella's year. I
I
like
think
Buzella.
Booz he'll have a big season. And
Yeah.
I think Noah Essengay will be a nice compliment to him. So just Kobe White, if he's not in your plans, you're not going to give him a big contract. Trade him at least. Do some moves for the future. Let's see this team grow and develop. So that's all I want for this season. I don't care if we're in the play-in. I don't care if we're mid. Just want to see some steps in the right direction from this team. And I think we will. Think it'll be a nice season.
We'll see. Good luck.
We had an episode full of hot takes, so I think that's it for it. Great NBA talk, great NFL talk with the NBA season, the NFL season still going. Just a lot of content's going to be coming out, a lot of clips, a lot of bold takes, a lot of hot takes, questionable takes, every take, you name it, we're going to give it to you. So stay updated with us. Check out the YouTube channel. Check out all of our social medias. Like and subscribe on that. Check out the Chi-Town Blitz account. Like and subscribe on that too as well. Thank you for coming on again, Ryan. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for
Always.
listening. As always, peace.
Peace.
Some people thought the NFC North was going to be the worst division in football this season. They thought it was going to be as bad as the NFC South.